College Gameday is built by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Back here in Tuscaloosa, just about to make our final picks of the day. Aerial coverage from Tuscaloosa provided by Goodyear, committed to honoring blimp-worthy athletes who demonstrate the hard work necessary on and off the field. Goodyear, the official sponsor of the college football playoff. Super dog time, the big underdogs that could keep it close enough or maybe win the game. Des, what do you got?
Hey, Reese, I got to get back into the winning column right now. I suffered greatly last week, but I'm going with East Carolina. I agree with the Bear. I think that they're getting their quarterback back, Phillip Nelson. That's going to help tremendously. They've already shown they can score points, and this is the first super dog I picked of the season, so I'm rolling with them again.
I'm trying to say winless in the Super Dog pick.
You're 1-6.
You're 1-6. No, hey, I got Nevada upsetting Wyoming because it's a homecoming game.
All right, I'm going to go with Dino Babers after last week's win and the speech in the locker room with Syracuse. I can't believe they're an underdog to Boston College, to be honest with you. So give me the Cuse and Dino Babers to get it done against BC. That's a great battle in our truck between a BC grad and a Syracuse grad.
Yeah. Coach, I'm with you. I'm going pure circumstance here. There's little conflict. I'm going with you.
He's 1-6 too.
I'm 1-6. I'm awful. But I'm saying rainy, windy, kind of day in East Hartford.
This is going to be a heck of a battle down the line between Reese and LC.
Exactly. There's a long season.
Football we played.
Hey, let's take a look at our Saturday selections for today, brought to you by Chevrolet and our guest picker today, In Your Life.
Let me give you a couple of reasons you're going to enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Let's go. Talk about a Hail Mary. Dobbs leaves it. It's caught. It is caught. Oh, jump pass. How about that? Oh, my gosh. That looks like 1955. Spring pass. Held it. To the 20. To the 10. Touchdown, Alabama.
That's great.
For 17 years, the voice of the SEC with their good friends at CBS, one of the finest gentlemen in our industry, Mr. Verne Lundquist. Verne, welcome. So thrilled to have you here.
Thank you, Reese.
All of this time that you spent in the SEC, your final season, what images are you going to see? What's it going to be like for you next fall when you think back on your time in the SEC?
Well, I'm going to sit back on my deck where Nancy and I live in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, and I will watch you guys in the morning. And then, depending on what the SEC game of the week is, I'm going to watch Brad Nessler and Gary, and I know they'll do a great job. This is such a great conference, and it's filled with such great universities and wonderful fans, and I'll miss the interaction with them. Hear them booing?
Yeah. That's not part of the territory. That's the way it goes. And let's see what Verne's shooting for in terms of the standings. I'm going to give Verne a chance to get off to a 1-0 start. His alma mater, Texas Lutheran, taking on Southwestern. Who you got, Verne?
Well, the Bulldogs are on a roll now. They've won 2-0 in the Southern Collegiate Athletic Conference, and the Bulldogs with Danny Padron have a very tough game tonight in Georgetown against the Pirates of Southwestern. Go Bulldogs.
All right, you go with the Bulldogs there. Let's start with our picks for everybody now. Heartland Trophy, Wisconsin and Iowa.
Well, you know, the Bear threw out that Vegas number earlier. I almost had to switch my pick, but I'm going to go with the Badgers. I think they bounced back from that heartbreaking defeat to the Buckeyes. I'm going Wisconsin.
I first met Hayden Fry in 1965 when he was at SMU, and I watched his brilliant career at Iowa from 79 to 98. Love the guy. But I'm going with Wisconsin. I got to give the Doak Walker Award to Melvin Gordon 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He is some back, and that is some team, and I loved what they did, even though they lost last week.
Wisconsin, yes, sir.
I love it.
That's a good one.
Wisconsin, yes, sir.
Yeah, I think it's a potential a little bit of a sleepy start for Wisconsin, but I think they found something there offensively, and I think their defense getting Vince Beagle back to join Watt and Sitchie. I like Wisconsin in a close game.
All right, Kirk's not going to pick the Ohio State-Penn State game. He'll be calling it on ABC. What do you think?
Big whiteout for Penn State. Ohio State wins by at least 17 points.
I got a buddy named Todd Blackledge, who is a legend at Penn State. he'll be working tonight, but he'll keep his eye. Excuse me. He bleeds white and blue, right? He's going to need a lot of bandages tonight. I think Ohio State has J.T. Barrett playing very well and Urban Meyer coaching extremely well. I'll take the Buckeyes.
Ohio State and JT, the difference. A good pick.
There you go.
There you go.
All right,
pick it, right.
There you go. Washington State and Arizona State.
Washington State, yeah. Arizona State, I'm not impressed with them at all. They played well early, but they've fallen off. So I got Washington State big, Verne.
Well, I kind of agree with you, but I got different reasonings.
Okay.
1976, I do an all-star game.
Yep.
In the booth, we've got Frank Gifford and Jack Mildren.
Okay.
On the sidelines, Lynn Swan and me. All-star game in Lubbock in June of 76. Lynn and I flipped a coin over who was going to get which sideline. He won the toss.
Okay.
He took the Navy coach, Genial George Welch. That meant I had the West team coached by warm and fuzzy Frank Cush. So I'm going with Washington State because I've never forgiven Lynn Swan.
Washington State.
Washington State. You know, Arizona State's the worst pass defense in the country. Give me the Cougs.
All right, Cougs getting the win there. Also in the Pac-12, Utah, UCLA.
You know, Josh Rosen may play, but he's beat up, so I still think that Utah will beat the Bruins.
I'm going to go a different route again. I had UCLA at Texas A&M opening season. Josh Rosen played in that. If he's back, I think they'll do well. And I'm wishing Gus Johnson great luck tonight. He's going to call the game.
Yes.
There's a running back for UCLA named Bolo Olamunfunri.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I practiced it. If Gus Johnson could say Bolo Olamunfunri 5 times, the kid will run for 100 yards.
Yeah.
And UCLA beats the Utes.
Not so fast.
I knew it.
Not so fast.
I didn't want to do this unless I had one.
Not so fast. I got to go with it. Whatever that guy's name. Utah. Hey, Utah's trying to get us
I was
there,
going to say,
right?
Utah for game day, possibly next week. Washington and Salt Lake City. I'm going with Utah.
You need to win for that. How about the Big 12's coming up in a few? Texas, K-State.
Much respect to Coach Snyder, but I got Texas win this game. I think it's going to be a hard-fought game. I really like Kansas State, but I think Texas will pull it out.
My hometown is Austin. One of my heroes is Darrell Royal. I got to work with Coach Royal in a game at Kansas State. We stayed in Junction City, not that far away.
That's right.
We got lost.
Oh,
How can you get lost in Kansas State? Well, Charlie Strong won't. I think the Longhorns need a win, and I think they get it.
Yeah.
not so fast. Number 2.
Wow.
You got to go with the AARP guy.
I'm there.
Snyder. Kansas State.
You're on an island here with Kansas State. I'm going with Texas. I think Shane Buechele makes the plays and they get it done.
We'll see, Kansas.
All right, friends.
All right, TCU coming in and taking on West Virginia.
You know, TCU is looking better now. They're getting healthier, but I think that West Virginia is going to show everybody what they're made of. This is going to be a signature win for the Mountaineers. I'm going West Virginia.
Are you now? You're going to notice a certain Texas bias here. I know West Virginia is having a heck of a year, but I love Gary Patterson, and I agree with you. I think they're getting healthy. I'm going for the upset on the road for the Horned Frogs.
Good pick. Way to go, Verne.
Whoa.
That's it.
Right in time.
TCU, upset.
That's the toughest pick of the day for me. I'm going to go with TCU, and I think that Kenny Hill's going to have a big day. Give me the Horned Frogs.
All right, NC State, Louisville coming up in just a few.
I think because of the way Louisville looked against Duke, I think that got their attention. I think there'll be a better offense. I'm going Louisville over NC State.
Gary Danielson and I did Lamar Jackson's first game a year ago against Auburn. First play, he throws an interception.
Okay.
What's he done since?
Oh.
I don't think people remember that.
No,
Going
no.
to Louisville at home.
Yeah.
Good pick. Louisville.
I like Louisville, too. I think the potential of a slow start again. NC State's better
Yeah.
than people realize, but give me the Cards and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the SEC now. Verne's going to give us a key in a second. You get to make the pick first. Let's start with Arkansas and Auburn.
You know what? I think Arkansas's offensive line just will not hold up against the front seven of the Tigers, so I'm going Auburn in the dog fight.
Okay, Verne's not going to pick SEC games. Give me a real quick key to this.
It just makes me feel so good to hear Des booed here. Arkansas was hammered by Alabama. I think
Now you get cheered, right? That's the way to play them.
There you go. You got to know your audience, right?
Yeah.
No, but I think Gus Malzahn and Auburn, they're coming on. It's a critical game for both.
Yeah.
How's that for Dodger?
That's good. You got to pick, Coach.
The heck with War Eagle. Wow. I'm going to Arkansas.
Kick
Upset.
I'm going to go with Auburn. I'm going to go with Sean White. And I think that the defense with Kevin Steele, I think the defense will be the difference in that game. I like Auburn at home.
All right, let's get a quick one here. Ole Miss, LSU.
Oh, I think LSU will win. They'll be the Ole Miss.
Quick.
Ole Miss is the best 3-3 team. LSU at home.
Tough one, Coach.
2-0. Coach's old.
Coach O.
I'm taking LSU.
Coin flip again. I'm going to go LSU mainly because it's at home.
Yeah.
And now the one that they've all been quietly waiting for here. Few doubt Alabama's status as a title contender. Texas A&M is ranked in the top 6, but they arrive as more than a 2-touchdown underdog. Now, is that a ploy by those who set those lines to make a little money, or perhaps is it an opportunity for the Aggies? Division championship not yet at stake, but plenty of credibility is.
I think it's going to be the best matchup in the SEC this year. It's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a 4-quarter dogfight.
Going against these guys is probably going to be the best team, we face this year.
This game will have a lot to say about who is going to represent the West. These guys were playing a bit in there a bunch. We haven't.
This is one of those season-defining games. We just want to be able to come out and play a full game, play a complete game, and hopefully live with the result.
It's got a lot of implications moving forward. The number 1 team in the country, number 6 team in the country, so everybody's going to want to be watching.
There will either be a clear order or a new team to beat. You're calling the game, Verne. What's the key?
Well, I think the key falls to the Aggie defense. This has been a really impressive offense for Alabama. They both played Tennessee, so we've got a round robin going here. This is the final play in the round robin. I expect to be a heck of a game.
It ought to be great. Des, who's going to win it?
I think this game is going to come down to field position and special teams. I think Eddie Jackson is going to make some big plays. I'm going to go with the Tide.
Going with the Tide.
Yeah, roll Tide.
I think Trevor Knight and Travion Williams have to be the key for A&M's ability to run the football. They're going to spread Alabama's defense out, which we've seen. That can concern Alabama from time to time. I think the vertical passing game, if A&M wins, they're going to hit 2 or 3 shots downfield. They're going to take their chances. But at the end of the day, I think the freshman, again, Jalen Hurts, will be the difference. Bama will outscore A&M in a very close game.
Kirk, how many years have you been sitting next to me doing this stuff?
21st year this year.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen me do any crazy things?
Well, I remember when you dropped an F-bomb in Houston.
Oh.
You
asked the question, but
other than that,
Back to the script. What happened?
other than that, probably the time you picked the LSU Tigers right here in Tuscaloosa.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
I can't believe
That was a dumb pick. I'm gonna tell you that. Have you ever seen me pick an underdog like 18 points for A&M like today?
Outright?
Outright.
No, especially not with a headgear.
No. Do you think the fans will like that if I do that?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well, folks,
Do you have your dog from that you had a couple weeks ago?
I'm not that dumb.
Slap her in the face with it.
And just when you thought you couldn't do more than win for dollars, now you're sitting beside a young man, right? A special thanks to our good friend Verne Lundquist, our celebrity bigger Verne. What a pleasure. Great to see him. Great day of football coming up, including Wisconsin and Iowa. Old Badgers got a test in front of Steve Levy and his guys' leagues. How about that two-shot?
Doesn't get any better than that, Reese. And a very